getting out here right on time.
Right on time.
Because we are live.
Live. We live.
You know live. 110% of liveness is brought to you by Intelligent Ratchet and the good folks that make Ratcheteer juice. Ratcheteer juice. You know what I'm saying? Ratcheteer. It's just juice. That's what it is. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
I mean, we got good flavors. Like, what's that? Put this in your mouth.
Just taste
it. Red. That's all. That's all. All the flavors.
Oh, yeah.
Man, what's going on with you, Justin? You know what I'm saying? We was just on Straight to Tape last night.
Shout out to the people from Straight to Tape.
Man, shout out to Straight to Tape for
good
honoring us.
You know what I'm saying? And let's not forget, you know, our other pod family, you know, Top 5. They're not, I want to say Battle Buddies. They changed their name since then. I think they're Breaking Barriers now.
Since your untimely departure, can we say?
I don't want to say all that. You know, it just didn't work out. I was really, really busy at the time, working 16 hours a day, 6 days a week, trying to support myself, my kids, and everything. So it just didn't work out. Tuesdays was a day that I was always getting caught up with working. And, yeah, so, you know, no hate or shade or anything, but they kept going forward. They're more of a self-help relationship style podcast. I think it's called Breaking Barriers with Didi.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
shout out to Didi. Shout out to Didi for taking a picture with a live ass tiger. Though.
Tiger, right? Yeah. Yeah.
No, she had one of the pictures. I was like, Didi was scared as shit in this picture. Though. She was like, yo, this motherfucker's about to come and bite me in the throat. What up, Brev?
What up, Brev? And I feel real bad right now because I can't remember my man's name, but it's the Breaking Barriers podcast. He do got a joint called the Gentleman Council, so y'all check that out too. But yeah, then Top 5 and what's the other one we was just on yesterday? Them.
Straight to Tape.
I can't remember, man. It's a lot of names.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some shout out. You know, it was fun. You know, got to see Candy. You know what I'm saying? She was on.
She was.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good. Good times.
Tico was wilding. Tico was wilding. Tico was going to be like the reason why they don't get monetized.
Tico was really wilding.
He was super duper wild, man. Like, yo, it was hilarious.
All right, so all right, this just in was the 45 minutes. Gunna is released from Fulton County Jail.
Wow.
They got video of him getting out of jail, getting into a whip and driving off. So yeah. This is just hours after he pled guilty to racketeering and gang charges. So
hold on. He
pleaded guilty.
And got out.
So does he go back to court for more sentencing? Is he going to be corroborating?
Now, you know, the streets.
That's why he got released. You know, I don't
know. You know, with me and just being so deep involved in the streets in our youth, you know what I'm saying? I don't look good for the streets. It don't look. It's not a good look for the streets. The street view on it, you know what I'm saying? Street view it. He might be out there telling the tale. I also, speaking of the same, but we don't know, but we know who did snitch. 69.
Oh, he released a statement. You want me to read the statement?
Oh, shit, yeah.
All right, so he says, I became affiliated with YSL in 2016. I did not consider it a quote-unquote gang, more like a group of people from Metro Atlanta who had common interest in artistic aspirations. Okay. My focus was entertainment, performing music that exaggerated and glorified urban life in the Black community. While I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements, have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify or be a witness for any or against any party in this case. Have absolutely no intentions of being involved in the trial process. Okay.
So you say yo, I ain't snitch. I have not snitched.
That's what he's saying. He's saying I ain't snitching. But you pleading guilty, they had to have interviewed you because they had to read you your rights. Well, no, you can't say I ain't saying nothing, and they still charge you based on evidence. So he may not have said anything. Okay, this is what he's saying though.
Right.
But of course he's gonna say that. Even if he did agree to snitch, he gonna say, "Oh, I ain't snitching, y'all. We straight. I can still make music," because he want to be able to appeal to the people he's making the music for. So, I mean, and it could very well be true,
right? It could be. It could be, or it could be a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Now you take the high road, Just. I'm gonna take the low road. I'm like this. You know what I mean?
You snitching?
B. I'm gonna tell you this right here. This is my thing on snitching. Okay. And it has always been. I am not like when my friends back in Philly and stuff like that start getting their first little bundles and all that stuff and everything like that. And I could have been, yo, we'll keep it for you. You know what I mean? Ream at my crib. I said no. Because I understood that I didn't want to do no time. So to remain friends with these cats, I'd rather not do what you doing. So that way, you know what I mean? Keep me on the side that I'm not doing shit. Because guess what? If you lock up Bishop Omega, I am telling what, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling your social security number. I'm like, yo, one time Just was speeding on 40. I'm snitching. Everybody, my wife cheated on her taxes.
But wait a minute, you snitching if what?
I'm snitching. So no, I'm just joking, but
no, even in this case, you're snitching if what? You're snitching
in this case? No, you know what I'm saying? I'm not snitching because what I really think is this right here. If we do something illegal, we go into an agreement. We go into an agreement saying that because you full on know that what you're getting into. Now, maybe Gunna wasn't in a gang. Maybe he was just a cool music dude.
You with the crew now?
I'm just with the crew. Like you said, I thought it was a crew.
You
know what I'm saying? I didn't think anything like that. Or you know what I'm saying? Boom. But he just because he could get caught up in a business because they're doing everyday business together. So, you know, and I look at it like this. But if we do something together, if we go in, we rob a bank, and we get caught, or I get caught, and you don't, then guess what? I don't know nobody else that was there with me. We use assumed names. We just met that day. You know what? You know what I'm saying? Hey, somebody gave me an envelope, said go rob this bank, and I was like, I needed to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Or homeboy was gonna rob the bank too. I just met him at the door. We said we gonna rob the shit together. That's how we gonna do it, right? You know what I'm saying? That's my story. Yeah. That's my story. I'm never gonna like willfully know some shit is going on and then be like, you know, we did it. I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Or these people did it. All I can say is if I willfully had like if my boys got caught with bundles and shit like that, they're like, hey, do you sell crack? No, I don't sell crack. You know what I'm saying? What they do is what they do. I didn't touch it. I can say I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And be truthful on that matter. Did you find anything on me? I didn't do anything. So if I didn't do it, and knowing in the back of my mind that you don't have to tell on anybody. But it all goes down to
say, oh, it wasn't me, but still you could still catch a charge on that just for being quote unquote in possession of it. Well, yeah, you ain't charging on one person, they can charge all.
But guess what? What I'm saying is this right here.
So you want to take that charge then?
I mean, yeah, because I understood because I'm a smart person. You know why? Because if you come in my if you in and my domicile will crack on you, and I know you got crack on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing about this, as my homeboy, I would hope you would do this right here. Yeah, I had the crack on me. He didn't have nothing to do with it. He didn't know he had the crack on me. So when I come into it, see, that's where it comes into, where loyalty, snitching goes both ways. If your mans ain't do it, then you got the responsibility to make sure your man
not
is good.
Everybody thinks like you though. So you would have that expectation of people, but not everybody meets the expectation. Me, if we in a car or we in a situation like that, yo, that ain't me. It gotta be him. Cause I'm going home. I'm not getting locked up for your bullshit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, it ain't mine. Who you finding them?
You know what I'm saying?
I've been in that situation before, B.
Right,
like I've been. No, what I'm saying is this right here. Like, I got locked up because someone stole some Duke tickets.
Right, I remember.
You know what I'm saying? That story. So I was there. I was like, yo, you saw what I did? I was like, hey man, I'm down here for y'all. Somebody better come down here and take that rap for this.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what they did? They put their hands together and they sent somebody down there to take the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And exonerated me out of their statement. I'm like, yeah, because I didn't have nothing to do with it. Right. You know what I mean? But I did that without saying, hey, yo, such and such. You did this. Come down here and do that. Because if you make me sit in here, it's going to be pain when I come home.
Okay, so then if neither one of them would have done it, would you have been snitched?
I went, What I would have did, I would have sat down. Because guess what? I had enough proof.
That charge. You'd been sitting in there for days in jail.
No, I would have got out. I would have got out. But guess what? I would have went to jail for something for real.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? If I spent 5 more minutes than I had to in that joint, guess what? They knew it. I told them on the phone. I said, yo, if y'all don't sister, it's gonna be some pain when I come home.
What you mean if I would have spent 5 more minutes more than you had? The fact that you spent some time in jail. Period.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But they rectified it. No charges. You know what I'm saying? Drop charges. Yeah, it was an inconvenience. And forgiveness happened because they did what they stood up on they stood up on their thing and they did what they did.
That's good. As long as it happened like that, it's great.
But that's how I look at it. But on like when I say, but then people, you can't ask for loyalty if you're not loyal. Mm-hmm. Right? So now, you know what I'm saying? If you post me streaks and everything like that, like say they offer me some money off them joints and never give me my money. It ain't no loyalty then. We had an agreement. You know what I'm saying? Stop snitching then because there's no loyalty no more.
It's still telling. You telling them.
Oh, I didn't get paid. Look, the contract is over. It's null and void. Once you listen, just
I'm not mad at you for that. I'm not
once you mess me over, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, B, no, you're gonna. I'm telling. Yo, listen, let's go. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Happening? Ignorant and
intellect. Yo, that's like yo. See, they on the other side.
We love it.
We like it. There it is. Hey, we need to be on your show too.
So appreciate you being a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's like this because they doing the same thing we doing on this side, just on their side, just different color. But you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, but that's kind of like I kind of agree with 69. He was like, "Who that loyalty I got for them cats?" He's like, they was out there smashing my girlfriend. Right, you know what I mean? Taking money off the tour shit and everything like that. That's not being loyal. You know what I mean? So don't tell on me. Be you in the dead me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. You're out of here. You can't stop the rain. Get out of here. So that's why I don't deal with criminal activity. And let's get this straight too. You have to be involved in the criminal activity and criminal activities to be a snitch. If you just out here in the world calling police, you're supposed to do that. You're a civilian. There's no snitches civilians. Like you can't. That's what civilians are supposed to do.
Yeah, it's a different code.
Different code. Like you out there, snitching is really for the cats that that are ultimately doing the crime, no one doing the crime, get caught, and then tell on someone so they don't have to spend their amount of time in there. That's what it is. That's where snitching comes from. So hopefully he has a snitch.
Okay. All right. We're gonna stick on this one just for a second.
Okay.
You are Kane in what's that movie? With Kane all the
Oh, okay. Minister Society.
Minister Society. You're Kane. You just got your 40.
Mm-hmm.
You drinking.
Right.
Your man shoot the teller and rob him.
Mm-hmm.
You come down to jail.
Right.
You ain't had no part of it. You ain't even about to lie. You just with your man getting a 40. He decided to do some dumb shit.
Right.
But they trying to pin you with this body. Because you got your fingerprints on the bottom.
Right. Oh, my man's. Again, this is one of those situations. Hey, yo, them boys that picked me up, Now you need to, you know what I'm saying? You need to come down here and do it because guess what? You put me, because at this point in time, you didn't care that I was your man. You put me in some dog ass situation. You know what I'm saying? We didn't come to do that.
What you saying in all this?
Right. Nah, I'm
You
out.
Comedian.
Right. First of all, if you bang somebody out without telling them you about to bang somebody out, now if he said, "Yo, I'm gonna shoot these mugs," guess what? Okay. And then I'll take the joint, but don't bang nobody out in front of me and then be like, you good? Hell nah, nigga, I'm not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot. If this come and we're gonna give me this. If this shit come back, best believe you going. I'm telling you better get out of here. You better lay low, bro. Or you know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. But he could have got out of that shit too. He could have been like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? I gave dude a ride or some shit like that. I didn't know he's busting off on nobody. Or you know what I would did? I would have stayed. Like, yo, get out of here, man. I'm not driving off. Get the fuck out of here. Go. You run.
I just walked in.
I just walked in with you.
He put the gun on me too. I got nervous. Right.
Right. I was just speaking. I was being polite to homeboy. Like, really, man? Like, that's what I'm saying. People get caught up with that loyalty shit. Like, you're not loyal to me, B. I got shit I got to do. But again, that's when, you know what I'm saying, I was one of those cats that I didn't hang out with certain cats because I know they was wild onions.
Right. Or what you just need to do is plead the fifth. Like Homegirl was doing in this Tory Lanez Meg Thee Stallion trial.
Oh, man.
Homegirl pleading the fifth.
She was like, I am not incriminating myself. What's that? Because I didn't get a chance to see it. What type of questions were they asking Shorty?
You know, it finally got to the kids like she's pleading the fifth with everything. She was doing a Ron Goldman on I plead the fifth on everything, right? But they finally, like, in court in front of everybody was like, we'll give you immunity. You know what I'm saying? On, you know, everything. You know what I'm saying? Basically to the point. And the judge was like, yeah, you got to answer these questions now or whatever.
Wow.
So she ain't say it yet, but it's going to come out that she ended up shooting Meg herself.
Oh.
Because she said Tory ain't shoot her.
Okay.
And it was just the three of them in the car. And she, you know, she been corroborating the whole joint, how Meg hooked Tory and what's her name, Kelsey, whatever her name is. Meg was the one that hooked the two of them up. And then Meg went behind her back and started messing with Tory. And Meg has done this a couple times with different people. You know what I'm saying? So they was all in the car on the way home, arguing and beefing, and you know what I'm saying? Whole bunch of shit. So, yeah, I think it's going to come out that Kelsey shot Meg.
So Tory was smashing all of these people.
Tory smashing all of them. Well, let's say not all of them, but both of them.
Oh, I thought he was. I thought okay. When he went to Kylie's joint,
they was at Kylie's house. He was in the pool with her.
Oh, okay. I thought so. May got mad.
Yeah.
Because of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. I thought he was flirting with Kylie, and that's how, you know what I'm saying. May got mad.
He was flirting with Kylie. He was in the pool with her because it was like a little. It wasn't a party. It was more like a little kickback.
Kickback, right?
And they had a whole bunch of alcohol, and so at one point, Tory in the pool with Kylie trying to, you know what I mean? Meg get mad, cause a little thing. Kylie like, yo, I got the roll. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she leave and then find, I left something at the house, and then get back there and is pulling on Tory to get him to leave too. So they all leave, all three of them leave together. And then Tory, Meg, and the Chelsea chick all start arguing. Yeah, I want to see what the driver got to say too, man. Driver's gonna be another witness that got, you know what I'm saying? But that would be the key witness. But yeah, so
but if I'm the driver though, if Bishop Omega was the driver, you know what I'm not gonna do? As long as whoever gave you the biggest tip that night, listen.
Nah, you know, a lot of times they make people sign those NDAs. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So who knows or whatever. But
I can't say shit.
That's in court. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, whatever. But at this point, yeah, it's looking like she probably shot at Meg.
Shot Meg because they didn't say they sent bullet fragments. She kicked some. It was ricochet, right?
It was fragments.
Fragments
that hit her foot. It wasn't the whole bullet. So
that's crazy.
She shot at Meg.
She shot at Meg. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like you shooting at Meg Thee Stallion, B. Like there's like nothing. This is right here
over Tory Lanez.
Listen, over, bruh. It's Tory Lanez, B. It ain't it. You like listen. If they said, "Hey, Meg Thee Stallion and her girlfriend got shot and over somebody," you talking about like Jason Momoa? I'm like, all right, I can see where that could happen. You know what I'm saying? Shoot,
Tory saying like, nah. He was like, nah. She because Shorty did mess with the baby, and allegedly Shorty was messing with garbage ass Ben Simmons too.
Oh, that's where his jump shot went.
So Meg went behind her and was messing with all of them as well. It was like she being that slimy ass friend. Like I can get any man you can get.
Oh, she out here giving it up, and you're not gonna give it up. You know what I'm saying? You walk in a room, you be like, as a single, let's rewind back the fact to what? How old are they? Like 25, 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? 24
right there.
Boom. We walk in the room, you be like, hey, with a pretty chick, like, hi. You know, I'm let you meet my best friend. Who is it? It's Janet Jackson. What? Hey, Janet. And then Janet said, hey, yo. Anytime, any place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get our rhythm nation on. You make my nature rise. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, of course you're gonna smash. Of course. It's Janet Jackson.
So
we're trashing the television ratchet.
It's crazy.
Oh man, it's bad, yo. But yeah, so I just like again shout out to Tory Lanez because all of us, well, I will say me, not you too much, because you always be like, yo, wait till we hear more stuff if he did it. But I want to say, yo, we all had some Tory Lanez jokes, and I don't want to deeply apologize to Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying? I think all of us should do it once we found out that you know it wasn't the case. Of course, you know what I'm saying.
But he had been saying that the whole time. People just ain't believe him.
Right.
But then on the flip side, you don't get me wrong, you had a lot of people that didn't believe Meg either.
Right. Well, when we believe Meg coming off dick,
right?
You know what I'm saying? We believe her coming off because we got the Protect the Black Woman Now movement. You know what I'm saying? So we full on was like we start swinging like Trey, like you You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't hurt our Meg Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, you bitch ass.
And I ain't gonna front. Like I stopped listening to a lot of his music because I was like, I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, but hey, shout out to Tory when it come out. Because I feel it like this. Sometimes you just got to do this. You got to let them come for you. You got to let them say what they gonna say, and then you press that truth button, and all that shit fall down. You just got to look at it like,
Yeah, that's going. That's a lot of mess up a lot of credibility on both sides. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, and I'm very much I want to hear everything, and I can just make my own assessment on, you know what I'm saying, all sides.
Right.
And it's not just, and I think a lot. I mean, I think I've always been that person, but more so because of the profession. Because I know people lie. Like I've had people lie to me dead in my face. Like, no, I know you did. You know what I'm saying? I got you on tape. I got you on camera. I saw you do this myself. You know what I'm saying? I've seen them lie in court. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, not saying everyone lies, but like people lie.
I mean, hey,
so I don't put it past anyone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, all right, I just wait till I hear more.
Right.
But it's looking like now. They haven't said it yet, but the way it's going, it's looking like homegirl may have shot at Meg.
Right. Do you think that Tory put the order in? No, shoot at her feet. You know what I'm saying?
Because Meg is saying he pulled out a gun and was like, "Dance, bitch!" It is. It shot 5 times. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, can I say this right here? I don't care how fucking angry I am with any woman in my life. There is nothing going to make me go into my thing and pull a gun out and think, dance, bitch. Like, what? What type? What did that fit? What did that shit? Did y'all go into the old timey Western and shit?
Right.
They was in the middle of the argument. You drunk all the you drunk all the sarsaparilla too. Oh, you a yellow belly. You a yellow belly coward. Oh, you chicken heart bastard. Dance, bitch. Bam. No one calls me a chicken heart. Cool. Bam, bam, bam. He just pulled out a peacemaker and shit. Just like, I don't know. Like, who shoots at someone's feet?
Yeah, because it was like he was all, I guess they were in like a van or SUV or whatever. And they were saying Meg was in the front passenger seat. Shorty was behind her, and then Tory was behind her. But they all arguing in the car. The car stops. Meg gets out and goes to the front of the car.
Right.
And you hear Tory instantly saying, "This bitch," and start shooting. So they're like, how can he? I mean, don't get me wrong, he's little, but at the same point, get him all the way in the back of the joint, the third row,
out of his car seat,
all the way to the front of the car where the gun was, and shoot.
Makes no sense to me, bro.
Yeah.
But yo, what I'm saying is this right here, boy. You a yellow lion liver lily. Lily liver. Meg was like, I'll be your huckleberry. You want to be my huckleberry? Bam, 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 bam. Dance, bitch, dance. Man.
And then so they got another witness too. It's I guess they were on like a street when it happened.
Okay.
And it was the homeowner was like sitting outside or something, so he didn't see it, but he heard shit. So he's supposed to be testifying too. So it don't look good for Meg.
Right. She was talking about she got sick too, didn't she? She was like, I can't believe I'm up here doing this. Well,
I think it was just more not that she was sick, but it was just more of like I think like that mental, emotional type thing. Like,
Right.
I can't believe we here. You know what I'm saying? Type thing.
Right. Well, hey,
But
when
then
you
after lunch,
say
she did come
when you
back
say
and-
somebody when you say somebody shot at your ass, then guess what? Then yeah, I mean you gonna be there.
Right. But
You gonna be
they
there.
said that was like before lunch, but then like after lunch, she continued
Mhm.
testifying. They said she did like get herself together and come back with a strong testimony to make it sound like, no, I know it was him. He shot me. He did, you know what I'm saying, type thing. She did with that, but yeah, based on these witnesses now, it's not looking good. So it's
Dance, bitch dance. Oh man, okay. You lily livered, yellow belly coward. I'll be your Huckleberry. He's probably from Canada too, so that also means that they don't know like how to be super hard. So he could have said it. He could have reverted back to that. Tory Lanez might be
you probably say A, you know,
right.
You dance A.
A little bit, would you? Could you? Would you? Yeah, the best friend was the one pleading the fifth the whole time. She was like, "I plead the fifth." That's from what Justin's reporting.
Yeah, the friend.
Yeah, the friend started reporting. The ex best friend,
Right?
The best friend that had Tory first, then Meg started smashing.
Right.
Maybe you know what I'm saying. It's like this. Maybe they just toss him around. She got some feelings. You know what I'm saying. You know how it happened. You know what I'm saying. You get tossed around or whatever. You know what I mean. Tory might be a little bit of slut. You know what I'm saying. And you know, maybe toss his little ass around. Sheared him up.
Right.
Ran the trees on poor little Tory. Ah man, I'm sorry. I'm getting in Tico. I'm getting in the Tico place. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Let me back that up,
I
bro.
don't want you to button, but damn,
My bad.
bro.
Oh yeah.
RP Twitch.
Yes. We're gonna talk about Bread. We're gonna talk about Brittany Griner after this too.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
But yeah, man, just found out today that Twitch passed away yesterday, allegedly by suicide.
Yeah.
So you know, things be not, man. It's like if you, it's like with public figures and stuff, like on a level, even on me and Justin's live, right? You know what I'm saying? We have to come out and we have to, especially when we're doing the show, right? You know, me and Just have talked backstage like, yo, man, I'm not feeling in a good mental state. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in everything, but then we come on here and then we give this to you. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to doing this, you have to learn how to turn it off because you have fans. So with that being said, man, we don't know what somebody is going through. Like, because everybody's surprised, like, not Twitch. And I thought the same thing. I'm like, yeah, not him. And I start thinking, like, yo, I just seen him in this. I just seen him in this. And it's like, you think you see him yesterday, but you got to understand he was in a different mental state when he did the Nutcracker. That was done 8 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, we just saw Twitch over here. He just did this. He just posted a video. You don't know when that video was posted, but you know what I'm saying? And it's like this. And if you know, it's heartbreaking because we're someone that really could have had the opportunity and the means to get help. That, you know, it's like this, like you have got to check on your people. You can't say just because someone's got some money, you got the means, they know the people. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, it'd be a therapist next door that you know that you know what I'm saying, that you won't go talk to. So if you see your people out there, let them know it's okay. It's okay not to feel it's okay not to feel okay. It's okay not to be okay. And it's okay to talk about it. And it's okay to say, you know what? I don't feel good today. I don't feel like doing it. And guess what? Let the world know.
Right.
And get it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent for, you know, mental awareness, mental health, suicide prevention. People can call me, text me, DM me. I'd much rather sit there, wake up in the middle of the night, and you tell me your story than to find out person passed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you going through it, you need a moment to talk. All right, I'm gonna listen. Sometimes I ain't got advice.
Right.
I could be a listening ear. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's a and I want to I want to put out there's a number now. There you got the suicide hotline, but then you got the number that it's 988 988. If you are in a mental health crisis of any kind, you can call that number, and they will get you in touch with immediate professionals that will talk to you. If they got to come out there to talk to you, they will do that. Use that number, share that number, spread the word. You know what I'm saying? Because mental health is a serious thing. Mental illness is a serious thing, especially around
holidays.
Season,
right.
It gets even worse.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it's like this. And now, you know what I'm saying, that trauma around the holidays, we got 3 kids, man. You know what I'm saying? They just lost they just lost their daddy, man.
Right before Christmas.
Right before Christmas, man. Like, Christmas isn't going to be the same for them. You know what I'm saying? They just lost their daddy.
For years now. Yeah.
So pray for them kids, man, because they're gonna have to live with it. They're gonna have to go through this. His wife also.
And then public too. It's different if I guess because you're a public figure, is more than just that your circle knows. It's the world knows.
The world knows.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like this.
And that could be trauma within itself for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're such and such's daughter, son, spouse. Yeah. Oh, they the one that killed themselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy.
It is, and you're right. Sometimes we forego the help and get the bag, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We go out there, and it's. RIP to Twitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime I seen him, on TV and everything, and he always brought me a sense of joy and entertainment. And you know what I'm saying? It was one of those people that you see pop up. You're like, that's Twitch. What Twitch about to do? You know what I mean? And it's like, he's on the Ellen show for a long time or whatever. Ellen is broken up about it. But yeah, man, it's if I would say, if anything out there, anybody struggling, I always use this analogy, when it comes down to believing in yourself and believing that nothing is permanent, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like this, like, if you can say, I've been here before, right. You know what I'm saying? If you can say, I've been here before or something similar, you're gonna get through it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you do need help, but guess what? You ain't the only person out here. Right. And it's like, and I like to, and if this strengthens you up, I would say, whatever you're doing right now, I want you to imagine that someone else in the world wants to do the same thing that you're actually doing, whatever it is, whatever you're doing, whatever you're successful at, whatever you're doing. And I want you to, that person wants to do it, but they can't because of where they live, a disability. They can't do it because they're sick. You know what I mean? They can't do it because they weren't born with an arm or whatever, but they want to be you. They're your age. They were born on the same day. They wanted to follow that same path, but something happened. And I say, sometimes you got to push yourself a little bit extra for them. When you don't feel like doing it, do it for your friend that you don't know about. You know what I mean? Kind of put that in the aspect, like, yo, so that way, for anytime I don't feel like doing something, I kind of do that to myself. I'm like, yo, it's a million cats out here that wish they had half the platform we have. You know what I'm saying? So, and they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And they will be great at it, but they can't do it. And because we got their spot because they don't have the means. They're not making enough money to get internet. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a laptop or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're not blessed to be in, you know what I'm saying, in a city that this, so anything, but they want to do it and they believe strongly in it. And I kind of keep it there, man. So I think that's helped me, not get too down and everything like that. But, yeah, man. And make sure, and we got to talk about this too. If you are taking medication for the person, please stay up on your meds, please. Mm-hmm. please. You know,
and like Brev, has been advocating here. Therapy. It is okay to see a therapist.
mm-hmm.
I go to therapy. He's talking about how he goes to therapy. I go
Right.
to therapy. You know what I'm saying? So, going to therapy and speaking to someone about whatever the heck it is that's troubling you, whether it's past childhood stuff, stuff you've experienced and saw, whether it's your marriage, whether it's your job, whatever the heck it is, you know what I'm saying? The fulfillment in your career, relationship with your kids, whatever. Go ahead and find someone to talk about it with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And maybe you might not need
it help, but also find a professional.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like this for real, just it's like this. And think and kind of pre-program that in your mind. Like even if you don't need therapy right now, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're handling ready, you never know when there is going to time. So kind of have a forethought and be like,
that is
what
okay.
if I did? Yeah, what if I did need therapy? Right? I'm talking about when you don't need therapy at all, have that conversation with yourself. What if I did need therapy? Or because you don't know what's going to trigger you to go down there. You know what I'm saying? You're like you said, like something may happen. You might be living a great life and then someone close to you passes away. And that brings you all the way down. And it's a surprise and it's a sudden thing. And then you like, oh man. But if you think that, like, you kind of got to be like this, you got to be a realist. You're never always going to be fine. Right? And then it's like this, if this does happen, how am I going to handle it? You know what I'm saying? Because if you think, you know what I'm saying, that's why people get surprised. I didn't know. Like I think of all sorts of kind of tragedies. Like, how am I going to handle it? Because at the end of the day, I probably, you know what I'm saying, because you don't want to think bad, but it's like this. I do want to make sure that if it does happen, at least I had some sort of skeleton game plan to go into this, right? And that's enough to keep you those light borders, you know what I'm saying, kind of might keep you in line, you know what I'm saying? And not all I guess what, I don't subscribe to that anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, because now I think
it's still a thing in the community,
right? But more people are, and it's not just men; it's all people in our community. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, man. Because if you think of the examples of having therapy, it was like anytime I heard about somebody going to therapy, it was a comedian, and they were a white person. You know what I'm saying? And they were talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? I looked at them as jokes, you know what I'm saying? Because they were making jokes of it. You know what I mean? Like, you going to therapy means you quote unquote, you the C word. You crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know
that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to go at first, because I looked at it as a form of weakness, or how people were going to perceive me if I said, or they found out I went to therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost gonna be embarrassing.
Right.
And but I had to realize for myself, one, I don't give a fuck what other people think about me. I gotta think better of myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I need to go to therapy and whatever sorted out, but then also know that it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I was watching $1 Million Worth of Game, and they had, what's the dude name?
When
I do it, he just had that song, Finesse, whatever his name is.
Right.
And him just coming out of prison or whatever. So him and Wallow got that thing to talk about, right? And he was like, yo, so do you go to therapy? And he was like, nah, man, I ain't going to no therapy, man. Like, the way, like, he just totally dismissed it. Like, man, I ain't going to no therapy. I ain't going to talk to nobody. I talk to myself. Or I at least go to one of my partners or my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So it's like, again, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll have people, there's still a community of people that are dismissing it or don't think it's, you know what I'm saying, necessary. But when fast, like, bro, the shit that you went through in jail, the shit that you experienced, like, you might need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're talking to another person like Wallow who can relate to it or whatever, like me talking to, you know, a lot of stuff that I experienced while I was in the military or, you know, just being in law enforcement, you know, talking to certain people, they'll get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, I know I still need to talk to a professional that's going to be able to help me navigate through
the shit that
a
you're
lot
going
of this
through.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because you get somebody that gets it, and they'll say, yeah, man, oh yo, I get it. Yo, that's something. You know, I just take shots of whiskey every Thursday. It helps me. You know what I mean? Like that ain't the right way to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. And,
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
It
took me a while. I was very very closed off until it was like, what do I got to lose? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For me. And so it is a process. You do it just like you got to find not only just a professional that you trust or a doctor or whatever, but you know, just people in general. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to talk to everybody about stuff that I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? But just knowing that when you find a person in the professional sense, one, they have to go by that professional code that they can't be talking about your stuff to other people. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like your business is going to be on the street. You can talk to your best friend, your partner, your significant other about stuff, and they ain't bound by that. You know what I'm saying?
That shit, and that should come up in an argument.
And that stuff will come right back up in an argument.
Man, I'm saying. That's why your damn motherfucking Uncle Tommy touched you. Like, what, bitch? Like that? Why you gonna tell me about that? Why you fucking bringing that shit up? Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I've heard shit like that happen. Like, damn, yo, like, yo, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't.
So because of that, you know, that makes it, you know, that makes it better. And then it's okay to, I guess, in a sense, interview. You know what I'm saying? Gauge them. Like, all right. What's your joint for this? And then get the point to where you start opening up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm put it this way: if you got health insurance, go ahead and go because it's in your insurance. Right. You already paying for it.
Especially look, and I'll tell you, if I ever need it, I'm going. I don't care who it is. I'm just going and laying it all out. I know what I'm like. This is what happened to me. When I was 1 year old, like I'm stitching on myself. Because you know when I'm gonna talk all of it. If I'm got to go, I'm gonna talk about it all. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man,
it's a lot of stuff that I was really able to unpack. You know, because I thought, okay, just because I seen this happen, and then I thought I only had to go, you know, and talk about this whole one little sector of stuff.
Right. I
was like, nah, you can talk about other stuff too. Oh, what? Well, let me tell you. And I was
like, because what I heard is it's kind of like this, because you be thinking it's kind of like almost like any other pain. It's like you think it's your back, but nah, it's not your back. It's actually your knee. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you know what I mean.
Not really your knees. It's really your ankles.
It's your ankles
because you got flat feet that affected your ankles, that affected your knees, that affected your hip, and affected your back. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that was all up here. You know what I'm saying? But we got to fix the initial problem, which is at your foot. Let's get you these arm supports. And then you didn't know you needed arm supports. You're like, I came in here for back pain. Nah, it's your feet. Oh wow! And it's like all tied together when it comes down to that pain. And it's like, you know, so you never know what tragedies and all that stuff that
feels so good being able to get stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like, oh, I'm gonna just talk about it 1 or 2 times and you're over it. You know what I'm saying? Because shoot, people hold stuff in 10, 15, 20, 30. I'm 40.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? Just now speaking, it's like I done got 40 years of holding this particular thing in.
Right.
I gotta talk myself through this a couple times to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Finally, like whatever. So
and you a liar too, because you out here telling people you 40. Justice 56 years old. Just 56 years old. He was 2 years older than Kazi. So listen, him and Kazi is in their 50s.
Hey, you know what? I drink water and mind my business. You know what I'm saying?
Go sit here and lie to these folks.
You know,
this how
water at that. You know what I'm saying?
This how I knew Just was old, y'all. When that mug was like, yeah, when Parliament Funkadelic dropped, I had to I had to go to the record store again. It's like, hold on, B.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, hold on, B. Like, at the most, you should have been a toddler. Like, yo, you go ahead and talk about your day job.
Oh man.
He ain't talking about his day job he had in 79. Like, shit, man, how old was you in 79? B? Nah, man.
But yeah, people's fellas, brothers, go ahead and go. You know what I'm saying? If you got kids, you need to talk about some stuff because we all stress as parents. You've been in a relationship before. You need to go ahead and do it because whatever. If you grew up in certain things, you need to go ahead and talk about it and get all that stuff out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All that.
Especially, man. And what happened, Just? You went out?
No, I'm good. I had to tell the kids to shut up.
Oh, I got you. Hey, you better do before y'all be going through some therapy.
Nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, even that's been a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, family-wise, because with my particular situation, not going into the details, but okay, I got 2 kids by 2 different mothers. You know what I'm saying? They live with me. You know what I'm saying? Let them talk about, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever that's, you know what I'm saying? They've experienced. You know what I'm saying? One has been through, going through the divorce. Hey, let's talk about, you know what I'm saying? Whatever was going on. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's good to see. That's good to see your kids' perspective on it and how the world is, right? You know what I'm saying? How they see it. Right. And that brings a better understanding to you and parenting and everything like that.
Yeah, that's one of the things I always ask my kids, like, hey, do you know that I love you? You know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, how do you know? And how do I show you? How are you receiving it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, oh, when I do this at third, that's how they look at it as love. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so like it brings about communication, openness, you know what I'm saying? Because I want them to be able to come, hey, Dad, this is what I'm feeling. Right. This is what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? This is what bothered me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that open form of communication.
Right. And I also want to do this as parents too. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't beat yourselves up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like this. Like, what you're trying to do when you're a parent is, first of all, in the first few years, is make sure that they don't electrocute themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? That they don't jump off anything too high or they electrocute themselves or they swallow pennies. That's keeping them alive. It's the first part of your life. Just keeping this damn thing alive, right?
Right.
Then the next part of the life is not fucking them up so they can stay alive longer than you. But as parents, it's like this, like you don't realize, you got to realize, like, you know what I'm saying? And I did this with my parents, and it's like, did I do a good job? And it's like this, like, yes. Sit your asses down.
You still telling me you love him. Yeah, I love you.
I love you. Just put your ass down. Daddy in here doing, I do this. This is the only thing I got. This is all I got. But yeah, man, like, yeah.
Well, you still gotta keep them alive after they move out.
Yeah, I'm saying sometimes.
Take it upstairs. You can take it upstairs. This is the only full-time job like you'll always have.
Yeah.
You'll never stop being a parent.
Nope. You're right.
And that's something I had to realize for myself. Like, I can stop being a cop. Hell, I can stop being a husband at one point. Yeah. But I will never stop being their father.
Nope.
That's something I'm always going to be.
I'm
always going to be. That is when I say full-time job, that within itself is going to be a full-time job.
Especially when you make the choice. Like, let's talk about this. Because you could be somebody's daddy and not make the choice to be their father. When you say, hey, I'm your motherfucking father, in some part of the way, you always going to accept that job, man. Especially, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, whether that be a step parent or anything like that, because you could be somebody's step kid, and guess what? Once you say, hey, yo, I'm your damn father, and you in your mind you say, I'm linked in. This is my child. You know what I'm saying?
So is there a difference between being a dad and being a father, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, no, dad, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, if you don't know your kids' middle names, you ain't know you a daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, if you got, if you just out there, you had a baby with somebody, that don't mean you're a father. Fatherhood come with it's what's that? Yeah, you could be someone's dad or biological father. You know what I mean? Or we could switch it. You know what I'm saying? You could be someone's daddy, and that comes with a whole different thing than just being a father. You know what I'm saying? You could father a child,
right? And so that's where, and that's what I was getting at. Because I was just thinking, like, just in my case, I'm also a step parent too, right?
Right.
And it's like, I wouldn't say to her, "I'm your father." I'd be like, "I'm your dad." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or if I had to introduce myself, I wouldn't say I'm her father. I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm her dad," just because of you have that person
right
help create you. Sure, they can have that recognition, but I'm the one raising you. You know what I'm saying? So I mean it can go any way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we get to what semantics.
Regard from the other. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like the cast that's there, the cast that choose to be. The cats that take the responsibility of the rearing of the child, whether you call them father, daddy, poppy, whatever, right? And then you got the person that just made the child, you know what I'm saying? And they're not taking that responsibility, right, of the rearing of the child. Right. It's two different things. It's like, and then it's not black and white because it's a gray area too. There's cats, you know what I'm saying, out there that want to be in their child's life, you know what I'm saying, and but are just not due to circumstances, whatever. And then you got cats that's in the child's life that don't like them mugs, that don't want to be here, that wake up every morning and they be like, God damn it,
right?
And so, they be
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and it's like this, and then you know what I'm saying, but they be in the home, you know what I'm saying? It's like this because you got real biological fathers that don't want their kids and feel trapped and have all this animosity and regret and shit. And you know, because their life didn't want to. Then you got the stepfather that came in, was like, yo, I just like your mom butt, and you know what I'm saying now, but I gotta kind of take y'all on.
I gotta take you on too.
I gotta take you on too, right? Yeah. You're not really mine. I ain't never want no kids, but you came with a package deal. Right. You know what I'm saying? There's some cats like that.
I'm tolerating y'all.
Right, I'm tolerating you. I'm not celebrating nothing.
So Ratcheteers in the comments, to y'all, is there a difference between a father and a dad? And if so, put the difference. You know, you're not right or wrong either way.
Not right or wrong. It's just semantics in a wording. You know what I'm saying?
That's all. Like I said, some people hold father in higher regard than dad. You know what I'm saying?
Like only if you come down, like one of the twins came downstairs and called me father straight to my face, man, I'm like, yo, you got to get out my house. You the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be called father. Like, oh man, you gonna kill me when I get 65. You going for the money, ain't you? Call me father. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shoot. Like the only other thing I would accept is dad. I'll take dad, daddy, and pops. I'll be called pops. You know what I'm saying? You can call me pop, but nah. Yeah. Come downstairs, father. You know what I'm saying? Look at this Christmas spread, father. Like, where did my baby go? Call me father. Get out of here.
That's when you just fight them right then and there.
Right, right. That's what I mean.
Because you ain't about to give me when I'm older. We're gonna do this now.
We're gonna work this out right now. Like, where did you take me? Because this is not how my kids talk. Like, listen, no, sir. I don't call y'all. No, you will not. I'm running around here calling y'all offspring.
You're right. Exactly.
You can call me cold ass father. Like, I'm not Dark Vader. Oh man. Oh they coming in.
Yeah, they coming in.
They coming in. I got some gray in my beard. Hey, I got a little gray in my beard. You know what I'm saying?
I got 3 hairs. I got 3 hairs right here.
My joint coming in the strip too, because it go right here and then it pulled all the way down to my neck, but it's black all around. So you know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out the gray hair. Yo, y'all rock it. If you had hair, just would you dye it? You know what I'm saying? If you start getting the gray hairs?
No.
If you grow a full beard, you know? How you want a full beard, just right? You know what I'm saying? Like how much you had?
I got what I got, man.
You know what I'm saying? But you be going, I think, Just, you ain't never did the beard at? You never did the beard app. See how you look with the beard and shit. You know what I'm saying? Post it on your TikTok. You should do it. You should do it.
That's cool.
Then we could go in and get you the Floyd Mayweather beard. You know what I'm saying? We just.
I'm gonna get an install. I'm telling you.
We get it install. Hey, yo, Brev got a nice beard too. Hey, Brev, shouldn't just go ahead and you should do it. Just do it for Intelligent Ratchet. Go get a beard app. Let's see what you look like with a beard. Get one of the AI apps, man. You know what I'm saying? Shoot.
Be killing them.
Listen, listen, and because what I did the joint when it shaved on my face, I look like somebody lesbian aunt, yo. I just do.
That kind of gives us a segue, right? That kind of gives us a segue.
We threw the oop. Oh man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? We're gonna run with it. We're
gonna run with it. Hey,
Speaking of lesbian aunts.
Speaking of lesbian, shout out to our homegirl Brittany Griner getting back, you know what I'm saying? Getting home, getting on and everything like that. Sir, you know what I mean? She had to cut her hair and everything like that, but I found out the reason why she cut her hair. She did it because she was like, the weather is so cold. When she took a shower, her locks kept freezing. So it wasn't anything that they came in and said or punishment,
racial or anything like that. Something she chose to do.
Something she chose to do.
Also shows the conditions. Like, damn, it's so cold over there.
So cold.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like your hair freezing.
Your hair freezes, bro. Like I'm walking. Like you got to walk through the hallways. It's so cold in the hallways. Your hair freezes up.
That's crazy.
So that's crazy. But yeah, she's out. A lot of people want to talk about the trade and everything like that. It's not a good trade. It's not a good trade. First of all, yes, it is. It is.
That's a real good trade. They traded a shooter for a big. I heard the last part of that last night, B. And I was like, oh, the big, and then I didn't hear the rest. I was like, oh, now it makes so much more sense. Shooting for the big, you know what I'm saying? Get that post money. But it's a good look, right? First of all, it's a high profile celebrity. There's also an African American celebrity. There's also a woman, first of all. There's also a woman. That's also lesbian and a part of the LGBTQ and the rest of, I don't want to mess it up, but you know what I'm saying, community. It's all good.
Right. But what I'm saying is this right here. You got all that bundled. Sometimes you got to get 4-5 people to make that happen. Now you bundled all that into one person, and for them to be not wrongly accused due to the law, but you know, for what she was accused of, to get that amount of time. I don't even think, you know what I'm saying, 9 years was, thank you, Danny. You know what I'm saying? Because I will mess that shit up. I'm not good with letters. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I think they did a great thing. I think they did a super duper great thing by bringing her over. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like this. It's like, it's time to be fair, like to black people and black women. As is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so what, we give a damn arms dealer up? You know what I mean? Like, shit. It's how many other arms dealers is out there? You know what I'm saying? It's running out here free. So, you know what I mean? Like, we got one Brittany Brown to bring her back. You know what I'm saying? And for anybody that's hating on that shit, like, okay, you was just out there 5 years ago with a free starter pistol t-shirt, knowing that nigga did it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Free Jewel Santana. Nah, Jewel Santana did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Man, free Brittany Griner, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for real.
I mean, when the evidence come out, because again, I have to recant. I'm like, yo, you know the laws. Like me, I was tough. I was like, you know the laws, you're going to get locked up. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't thinking no 9 years, though. When they said 9 years, I was like, oh, they trying to do something.
I mean, but that is their law over there, right? But
the maximum, that's the maximum. You don't have to do the maximum. Or is it
right?
mandatory?
But it's not in comparison to what another person is over. You got another person over there charged with espionage,
Right.
and you about to get a comparable time for residue in a vape pen.
Right.
Not keys that they was distributing back and forth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Not pounds, not even ounces. Residue.
See, that's what I'm saying. And when they first broke the story, just they didn't say residue. They made it seem like she had a whole box,
she had a
vape,
whole suitcase full of weed.
full of vape pens. Right.
Like
Residue. Y'all did this on residue. Like, nah, that's not what you're gonna do.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, I mean, that's just how I've been looking at it. Like, I'm glad she's home. She deserved to be home.
Right.
Now, yeah, homeboy had some time. Like, he had already served like 20 years.
Right.
I think he had like another 8 more years or whatever.
You be all right. You been there that long,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You been there.
You could theoretically be like, who knows what he gonna do once he's out? Well, you ain't know what he was gonna do when he got out in 5 years. He can still go right back to arms dealing, just at a smaller scale. Okay, now he not selling rockets no more, but he still got that gun connect.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, or he just selling bullets now. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know what he could do? He could be like, hey, yo, because we know prison reforms people. So he could be like, you know what? I'm going to go and I'm going to get a bakery. You know what I'm saying? And then one day, someone's going to come in that bakery and they're going to say, hey, I need a gun. And he's like, I don't do that anymore. And then they're like, nah, we have your daughter. We need some guns. Now he got to get back into business. Then he got to call them up like, I got some certain amount of skills. You know what I'm saying? And then he back into it because sometimes they pull you back in. You know that.
They do. You know how the government does.
You know what I'm saying? They might have to pull him back in. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they should make a movie off of that. Like, you know what I mean, with someone.
Well, they made a movie off of him already.
Oh, word. I'm talking about the idea that I came up with. Was like when someone takes your daughter and they call you and say you got you for ransom. You say I got a certain amount of skills that. So
it's kind of like it's Taken, but.
Well, I never heard of that movie. I've never heard of Taken ever in my life. I've never heard of it. You know what I'm saying? Is it a good movie? Is it good? I thought that was the original idea on my end. You know what I'm saying?
Taken with a spin, right?
Right. Taken reverse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tooken. That's mine, and it's Tooken.
Tooken. Who will play it? Who will play the lead?
You know what I'm saying? Our best friend Kazi. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he like
because he is an actor. He's
a whole ass actor. He be like, yo, listen. You gotta bring back my daughter, or feel the breath of my nostrils.
Shout out to Kazi, my man.
Shout out to Kazi, man.
Films. You know what I'm saying?
He's not here to defend himself either, so you know what I'm saying. He can't fight back. He can't fight back. But shout out my man's man. His movie's about to drop pretty soon too. And his series too is about to drop pretty soon. So.
Yeah,
so hopefully we have more.
Good. Yeah, I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him, man. He making his moves. Man.
Yo, Brev said, in a connecting idea, Brittany Griner's therapist is about to be driving a Bentley. You absolutely right.
Well, she might already be. You know what I'm saying? She better get some hours.
She putting in some OT. She could put in some OT, man, but that's crazy, man. So shout out to Brittany.
Does she still have a contract with the team? Or does she? Did they have to release her, or you know what I'm saying? Like, is she a free agent now? Cause she, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I think they would put her on like while they were working through it. Like, I think it'd be in bad taste not to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of put it like it's almost like her being injured. You know what I'm saying? Or pregnant or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So. Because
right. What I'm saying is, like, did she get completely released from the team that she was with?
I don't think they
So,
released her though.
free agent, or is she gonna go back to the team she was playing with?
I think it was, like honestly, I think within this situation, releasing her would be a bad look if you were the team. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you move her out of the start of the rotation, but you still keep her. You still keep her on the team. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know what's fucked up, it's like the one thing you don't want to do is come back home and be like, yo, you ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying? Because
she was already expected to serve a 5-year, 9-year joint. They wasn't gonna keep her on injured reserve that long. So
no, they would release her like later. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the team actually already out in my mind, it would make sense that the team has already officially released her. So with that being already done, expect her not to be playing for X amount of years, right? Before slot, and they're not gonna pay you. So does she automatically get picked back up? Is the team, I forget the team.
Do they have first refusal to her?
Right. Or is she just gonna stay like a free agent now because she was released based on these stipulations? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see though.
That's what's up. Jay Rue the Damager. Wow.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see. Does the WNBA have a G League or a D League or whatever?
No, I don't think they.
Damn,
they
so when they cut, they just cut.
Right. They go. But again, if you think about it, there's so many other women's leagues out there anyway.
Well, all overseas. You know what I'm saying? That's what you know. That was one of the main dispute with the with the WNBA is that they didn't pay. Not that they didn't. Well, some would like to say they didn't pay in comparison to the NBA.
Right.
But it's still totally different experience. But these overseas teams pay a whole lot more. Yeah. So why is it, you know what I'm saying? They get more shit for that. So yeah, they can go to another league, they can go play overseas, but I was just wondering, like, hey, so over here they cut. You know what I mean?
It's like this. It's like this. What we got to do is, you know what I mean, to get the revenue over there, it's just pretty much just start watching the WNBA. And it's like, and really, it's like, because if you watch a WNBA game, which I have, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not too far off from college basketball. Shit, I watched the damn women's championship with our homegirl John Selly and was riveted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like basketball. If you're a basketball fan, you're a basketball fan. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's about the win and lose. It's about especially if you're knowledgeable about the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like basketball is basketball. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't get a dunk. You know what I'm saying? People like it's boring. Like the only thing you're saying is boring. Really, like what you're saying, bro, is like because WNBA basketball is not boring. First of all, they be hustling. You know what I'm saying? They get at it. You know what I mean? It's just like looking at college basketball. It's like, oh, if you so used, like, how can you like college basketball? And these cats will only score 47 points in the whole damn game. You know what I mean? It's like it's fundamental basketball. You know what I'm saying? But if you lock into it, you're gonna enjoy yourself. It's like shit. I watch my damn son play basketball, my oldest or whatever. Yeah. And it's like in the 9-10 league, these kids can't barely dribble, but then you get excited.
I got that.
You get excited. So it's just like, man, just fucking watch the WNBA. And women, please watch the WNBA.
I'm about to say, and that's why I was going to say, like, you know, the main ones. And I'm trying to make sure I don't sound crazy, but the main ones that are doing most of the complaining aren't the ones that's watching the WNBA.
Right.
So when y'all are adding these comments about, you know, the gap, this, you know, the payment disparities and all of that, but you can't tell me 5 players in the whole WNBA.
Right.
You can't tell me 3 teams in the league. Be a part of the solution. Right. You know what I'm saying? Become a fan of a team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go buy a player sneakers.
Buy a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like something. Go to the games if they close by you or whatever. I don't know the closest WNBA joint here because I know Charlotte don't have one no more.
Right.
But and then not just that, go to these women's basketball games.
Yeah.
Go to a I don't want to say Duke, NCC or UNC, but go to a NCCU women's game. You know what I'm saying? Go watch them. Go watch UNC Charlotte.
Yeah.
UNC Greensboro or something. You know what I'm saying? Watch them play. Follow those players. And then when you're doing that consistently, then you can come back and start talking your stuff.
Right.
But if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. You ain't contributing to helping the WNBA get more TV time and more recognition and everything. You ain't helping towards the overall team's sell of making money. You know what I'm saying?
Because the NBA, it's like this. At the end of the day, the NBA wasn't the NBA what it was right now. You know what I'm saying? Until Larry Bird and Magic Johnson came along to fix the NBA. It was too. They said it was too black. It was too druggy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at that, they said it was too black. First of all, you know what I'm saying? So it turned off all the white people. And then it was too druggy, you know what I'm saying? It turned off people that, you know what I'm saying, the people that wasn't into drugs, you know what I mean? Because the players was playing terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get you get interest back, and then along comes Michael Jordan and is one of the most polarizing players within that time. Like, again, with other players like Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, and the rest of the cast you can name from the Dream Team, that started making the NBA money.
Right.
Now this NBA that we have right now, that's $1 billion. Like players can almost make close to $1 billion. Like, yo, you know what I mean? You don't understand what a league was at before then. And it's like, so you can't talk about why the WNBA isn't exciting because the NBA was around for a long, long time, 75 years being around here to get to this place where we're at right now. It's almost a 100-year-old league, bro. Like the NFL is 100 years old, B. Baseball, like almost 200 years old.
You just gotta go to the Super Bowl. Go ahead, though.
But guess what? You heard Big Play Slay? When he was like, yo, I might have to switch to wide receiver because I'm going to get 1,500 yards in 5 games the way Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball. And then they asked him another question. He was like, yeah, I'm going to go to wide receiver. And they said, what do you think about the D-line? He was like, yeah, you see our D-line? Them boys is beasts. He's like, you know what? I feel the way their scheme is, they can set me on the edge. I can come off the edge. So the reporter's like, so you can play wide receiver and D-line? He was like, yeah, and if they did, and you know, I can't leave the cornerback position, so I play that. So we're going to have to talk about the coach get pay raise. Yo, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. So, yeah, Big Play Slay, man. And the boy,
that's all I say.
Is he going to get, does he deserve MVP? No bias.
Taylor?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
You know who doesn't think that?
Passing yards and rushing yards, like he doing this thing.
You know who doesn't think that?
Who?
Micah Parsons. Number 11 from Dallas. He doesn't think. He doesn't.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. Okay.
You know why? You know why he doesn't think that? Because he thinks it's the system and it's the team itself that pass that. But then I'm like, well, if you think that, no MVP quarterback is good without a great offensive line
or receivers that's going to catch the ball, or you know what I'm saying. Whatever. So, Tom Brady's never going to be MVP. You know what I'm saying?
Without Gronk, without Aaron Hernandez, without whatever tight ends he has, and Edelman and all them, right?
Right.
Without Randy Moss, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I look at it like this, but the kids passing rating and everything that's in pocket rating is number one. He's number one in the pocket right now. Yeah. So it's like this. That's not the system. That's the quarterback.
Right. I mean, shout out to the line for protecting him. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. You can't be a good quarterback. I mean, you
the
can be
receivers are doing what they got to do to get open, so he's throwing them. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, I get it. It is a system thing. It is a team thing. But yeah, he is right now a player.
This ain't college though. You can't hide behind a system in the NFL.
Right.
You can't. You know what I'm saying? You might could get away with that shit like half the year. You know what I'm saying? But you can't hide behind a system like you do in college. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like me and you could go out there and run offense on Nick Saban on that score at least 3 touchdowns easily. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? If we go out play a high school team, it'd be crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's not the system. That's what scholastics. And you know, but I'm saying that man, Jalen is the only reason why you say Pat Mahomes is because he's Pat Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like saying, yo, who's the MVP for this year? Michael Jordan. Like, nah, man. Like Charles Barkley is out here doing his thing. Like, yo, you can't give it to Mike every time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You just can't give it to Pat every time. You can't give it to Brady every time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So who has turned their team around better? Jalen Hurts. From year 1 to year 2. He's got almost 2 of our receivers in the 1,000-yard club this year.
Yeah, we got one definitely in. And then you got our what's the
Sanders season 1,000 yards rushing.
1,000 yards rushing. 1,000 yards rushing for Sanders.
We've had that since 2014.
Yep. And fucking AJ Brown is over 1,000. And Dante Smith is coming up. He's got 700 yards with what fucking 4 games left.
Yeah, he have a couple breakout games. He'd be there.
Man, we about to
I
play
digress.
the Bears.
Let's get off sports because they're gonna hate when we talk about the Eagles, so we start losing people.
I don't care about losing them.
Anyway.
Liz, we got to close up anyway. We supposed to have been going 21 minutes ago. This extra time.
That's it. All right, let's Christmas holidays coming up. You finish all your shopping?
Nah, I also want to say this. Fuck Ben Simmons and the Cowboys.
Yes.
Okay.
Emphatically. Two times.
I'm sorry, Jeff. Nah, I'm still getting some shit, man, together or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
What's a gift you don't want this year?
I don't want. I don't know, probably a tie. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a tie because I don't wear them as much.
Right.
Shit that don't fit. Like I don't want anything 2X no more. Give me an extra large. I'm back in the extra large. I lost a little weight.
Extra large. Yeah, I see you over there.
You know what I'm saying? I lost a little weight. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I still look healthy though. I hope it just ruined me if I start looking like I got the Al Sharpton. If I start looking like Al Sharpton, you know what I'm saying?
Nah. Man, you need to eat.
Right. Say, yo, AB, I'm coming. Yo, what you, because just as good for pulling up. Hey, yo, what you hungry? Yeah, you hungry. I got this rack of lamb and this deer meat, right?
Right.
It's still warm in this real bucket. You will not leave me. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. Yeah, I don't know what I don't want. And I don't want an Apple product. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no Apple products. You know what I'm saying? Team Android all day. You know what I'm saying? What won't you? Oh, fresh Crocs. Absolutely. I love me some Crocs. You got some Crocs yet, Just?
Nah, only joints I want is them Celine joints. Celine Brimbury joints, them custom ones.
Oh, you talking about that goat talk, that expensive talk.
Yeah. They're the only Crocs I like. Other than that, I'm cool on Crocs. Nah. I honestly don't want anything. Now I know they're gonna give me something, right? I really don't want anything.
Man, I'm hoodies. I'm like I said, hoodies, t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Hoodies.
I mean, there's things I can use, or you know what I'm saying. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm appreciative over, you know, of anything I like. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I like, you know, whatever. But I don't like. So I'm saying like, nah, I'm cool. I don't want nothing. Like, Avery was trying to do. I found out like Avery was trying to do some odd jobs so he can give me a gift, and I was like, bro, just the fact that you wanted to do that for me is just enough. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just appreciated that. You know
but if Abe slides you do with the Rolex that don't tick, boy, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be like, hey, you
Rolex that do tick. You know what I'm saying?
You take shit.
My man got me a Rolex.
Let me put this.
Thank you so much. I'm aware too.
Till turn your wrist green.
I'm wearing the Rolex. I'm wearing the Rolex. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey,
nah. See, so what it is, Brev, like I've come up to a place, and my thing is just like, you know what I mean? I make means to make it. Like I won't disrupt like some people will disrupt their whole financial stuff. Right. I don't do it.
Yeah,
like,
that's
you know
crazy.
Like, because again, if you know what you're gonna get early on, if you're trying to get early on, like put a little bit away. I'm the layaway king. I was always the layaway king. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, but you know, and that's kind of how you do it. You know what I mean? Like, yo, pay on a layaway, and you know what I'm saying, and get it off, like pay it out, or find those deals and everything like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Thankfully, like my kids haven't asked for anything really in like a long time. Like when we asked them what they wanted this year, like all of them just said that they wanted LED lights, like the LED light strip for their room.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like the thing now. And I'm like,
right. Like you sure you don't want this X? No.
Like
You
I don't even say you sure. Like you yeah,
all right, cool. Like I think cakes was real easy too. Like you know what I'm saying, and then it's like now we kind of force shit on the twins. We're like, yeah, let's get it. Like I'm about to go, like quiet as kept. I'm about to go get them all North guns or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so that way they could protect themselves in these mean streets because daddy be. You see how they jumped me yesterday? You know what I'm saying?
I see that.
Pockets.
That might be fun. I might have to copy that. That might be a fun idea.
Yeah, I mean, just go to get some Nerf guns or whatever. You know what I mean? Call it Pop Shit Saturdays or something like that. And it can go down at any time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I seen the sniper rifle joint though. So you know how you just been to my crib before, so you know how my shit's set up. So you can go to the top of my balcony, you can see into the living room. Oh, best believe I get that sniper rifle is going down. I'm getting the spotter and all that shit.
Yeah, that might be fun. I might
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get some Nerf joints, you know what I'm saying? You know, because they got the different joints. And also what I was looking at too was these you see the gel pellet guns and shit.
I was thinking about that, but I was like, I don't want to make no mess. That's what I was really looking at.
Them
I
joints
on TikTok. It was crazy.
Oh man, did you see the joint with the grenade launcher?
No, I ain't see that one.
So your boy popped the I don't know if it's the AR setup or whatever, but pop the joint out, you put it, and you fill the grenade up with the gel joints, and it's got like holes in it. So it shoots out like that. So you pop that joint back in and hit it with the grenade joint, like bah! I was like boom. So it'll blow up the whole shit like with the gel pellets. I was like, yo, man. I said that airsoft and all. I said, I gotta get one of these joints and go somewhere with my homeboys and just go ahead.
Yeah, airsoft was fun, man. It sting though. It hurt. Mm-hmm. Let me know if you want to go because they got to turn up on 98.
Oh, I heard. Yeah, that's the airsoft. I think I'll do that better than paintball because I feel like paintball hurts.
It's the same.
It's the same stinging though. Or airsoft hurt that bad,
yeah.
It's the really gun, but they got the real guns though. They got the real replica guns, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But still, though, it's the same concept regardless.
I'm down with it. We got
the same concept regardless. So
get y'all some airsoft guns, but you know what I'm saying. Don't be out in the street with them because they look super real.
They shoot. Yeah, you gonna get yourself shot.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's like this. It's now. You know what I mean? When I'm up there, I see how my pops will get excited for Christmas, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like because he will be dumb excited. He's like, why are you so excited? Because it's like now you get to see your babies go ahead and open their toys up and all that stuff. So it's like if I don't get anything, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be, you know what I mean, like on that joint. But you know what I'm saying? I just know that whatever if I don't get anything, whatever I spent on you is I'm deducting from your Christmas list next year. So that
right.
So I'm like, oh shit, you didn't get me nothing. So I spent. So this is how much deficit you have for Christmas next year. You know what I'm saying? So now when you get a pack of Dum Dums and you know what I'm saying, and some Dollar Tree toys.
So like with bread, like you know, always make sure we get the kids a couple things or whatever. And then like always get my wife something, but then like all the rest of the adults, like you know, my sister, my aunt, you know, whoever. I more so would just get like a Bath and Body Works gift card, but I also do lotto tickets.
Okay,
just in case. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll do scratch offs or you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. And you pop off, but okay, just okay. You give me a scratch off for Christmas, right?
Right.
I pop off with the grand prize.
Right.
Now, You like, yo, Bishop, you need, yo.
No, I'm not gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna be like, yo, I got you a lot of ticket that got you $5 million.
Right.
You're not gonna ask for me for nothing else.
Man, yo, I mean, listen, just
but
I would feel bad.
Next year, my gift is gonna be more than, you know what I'm saying? Like the gift that you get me, just because I know you're gonna be grateful. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
But just I might run off on the plug, B. I might, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you better tell me, like, hey, yo, Bishop, this come with you hit $5 million, give me 15%. I'll deal. Listen, hey, B, I'm one of these people. I'll deal with you right then. I'll deal, like, we can make the deal right then. If we don't make that deal right then, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm light skinned, B. I'm brand new. I might be like, yo, you know what that nigga just did say I wasn't from Philly. Fuck that.
But yeah, like I just scratch off. I'll get you like $20-$25 worth of scratch offs. May the odds ever be in your favor.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I would definitely have to kick something back. I'm like, yo, we got to kick just back something. You know what I'm saying? At least give us money back for the scratch off.
Right,
you know what I'm
give you $5 for the scratch off.
Let me know when you need something fixed in your house. I'm coming through. I got it. You know, so your transmission go out, come
out. I was about to say, you need oil change. You checking your light on? Come on, let's go to the mechanic.
Let's go. So I got that.
Give him the whole tune up, replace all that.
Right, give him all that. You know what I'm saying? Put some tin on that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yo,
exactly.
And yo, my man's, he like the wing on the back. Yo, put the wing on the back of his SUV. That's what he needed.
Let me go update the tags. Go ahead. We might do all that. You straight I put year, bro.
Nah, because you know if you give me your car, I'm putting the ground kit on it. It don't even matter. That shit gonna look like it.
You look
like a Fast and Furious truck, boy. Like, yo, why this dude got
hey, man.
With some spinners?
I wonder if that's still a thing. Is that still a thing?
What's that?
Spinners.
No, they like floaters now. Some people still use it because of the cars. Some cars that do it, like the dunks and shit like that. So they'll still do it. But as far as an everyday drive, I don't see. You know what I'm saying? Like,
remember that used to be the thing. Had an adapter on
everybody had spinners. You had to put on spin, like, because every car had to have rims on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like everybody had rims on it. I had a dude that had and I still remember this argument. We was working at Office Depot, and he was talking junk about my man's Q3. It's an Infiniti. Like, it was like, yeah, this, you know what I'm saying, your bum ass car. And he was like, I don't care what you do to your car. I don't care how many rims you put on that joint, how much tint, how much lights and all that stuff, interior you put in that shit. You still driving a Ford Escort. Yo, what I said. I was like, yo, he's so right. He said that shit is always gonna be a Ford Escort.
Yeah.
But when I say this right here, did he have that shit tricked out? Interior matte. It's like he put work into that shit. It was like the first tuner Fast and Furious car that I've ever seen. He had the little lights and shit going across the dashboard. Right. It was like, yo, it was like he had way too much shit in that Ford Escort that needed to be in that shit. But it was live though.
Man.
It was neat. It was like Pimp My Ride before Pimp My Ride. Like, why you got a popcorn machine in this shit? What are you doing? It is a Ford Escort.
Spinners.
Oh man, spinners. He said it. Yo, spinners. That's one fad I hope doesn't come back, man. Another fad I hope that don't come back for real, man. That I'm glad we got away from. I don't like the douchebag beard.
The what?
The douchebag beard. This with the pencil.
Oh, the
pencil through. Yeah. All the way around. Like I'm talking about just one line all the way around. I call it the douchey beard. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we back to the growing out full ass beards or whatever.
Like a grown ass man.
Like a grown ass man.
If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't.
You don't. But just don't go to douchebag beard. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm gonna say car wise. I'm gonna stick to car wise. Like TVs in the headrest, but like in the back of the
yeah.
I didn't like those. I always thought that was dumb.
You know what else I thought was dumb? You know what I'm saying? Well, what I thought was cool back then, well, cats used to play porn. Remember cats used to always play porn in the back of their shit? It was like, yo, why are you playing porn driving down the street?
You
You know what I'm saying? Had the video games and the shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You had a video game in your car and shit. Like, that was crazy.
Just one show off your TVs.
One show off your TVs. You got video. Ain't nobody. You just put TVs in the back of the shit just to have it, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
What is it? What?
TVs, yeah, TVs in the headrest, man. But yeah, like cats, like every bike ride, because I used to go to bike week all the time, right? And it never fails when cats start putting the TVs in their shit. It never fails. It's like 7 or 8 cats straight playing porno in the back of your shit. You know what I mean? Like, wait, that's trash. Coogee, anything Coogee, like the Coogee.
Nah, the Coogee sweaters was heavy.
Yo, but I'm talking about like the Coogee other stuff. Like
like jeans and regular shirt.
Yeah, no, the Coogee. I had a pair of Coogee sweatpants, bro, that were made out of the sweater material.
Nah.
Yeah, I had pants.
I missed that one. I missed that joint.
You know what I'm saying? I had the Coogee pants, and then we had the whole Coogee short set. That was it was a summer sweater material, but all the way down. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had one of those shit too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, I would rock that. You know, I'm sure it says summer. I would rock that.
The Coogee, yeah. But I'm saying it was the pants was just long pants. It was just
I wouldn't do the pants, but I would do the short set.
Yeah.
Just to be different, I would do that. I wouldn't do sweatpants though. That's a little too much. That's like
Balenciaga. I'm glad they're getting rid of. I'm like these chunky. I hope they.
What's up? Did you know like Balenciaga doing some like what's the joint called, child porn or something?
So I just looked at a vignette that said the reason why Balenciaga is doing that. Now take this with a grain of salt. But he was like, but they was like, no, they was like, yo, they're exactly doing what they're doing. It's the ad makes it looks like whatever ad they're running makes it look like it's child pornography, right? Okay. But they were saying, and the dude said, yeah, they're actually doing that because they're Satanists. And he was like, and the Satan and the religion of, you know what I'm saying, they believe in I think universal karma, some call universal karma, where if I deceive you into doing something, you do it, right? Then it comes back on me tenfold. So the way he explained it was this right here. He was like, if I sell apples and they got poison in them, and I give them to you, and you eat the apple, right? And you die, and I didn't divulge that I had poison apples, then that comes on me. I murdered you. But if I say, hey, I have poison, these are poisoned apples, and you still eat an apple, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And use it, then it's not on me because I told you what it was. And he said that's what Balenciaga doing. It's like, yo, we're not pretending that we're pedophiles. We're telling you we're pedophiles. Now, if you choose to still support us, fine. But we told you. And it's just like where some people will look at it different.
So, like, what are they showing that's considered child porn? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like, I mean, are they showing kids in like a sexual way?
It's like kids like in a sex, like it's a real uncomfortable way. Remember like how remember what Calvin Klein did the ads back in the day, and it was all in the ads in the basement and with the wood paneling, and the young folks just had like the jeans on, and they were kind of looking kind of weird, and you like that shit seemed real creepy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You in a wood paneling joint, like it was a whole ad running them shits, and it looked mad pedophile. She was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of the same in the same tone from what I understand. You know what I'm saying? I haven't gone out and searched for the images or anything like that, but yeah,
right.
But yeah, it's fucked up enough for people to like, and ain't no, and they not commenting about it. Like, hey, whatever, we put it out there. You keep buying the shit if you want to.
Right, they ain't gotta say nothing because people still
right.
I ain't never wear them, so
like I said, I don't like none of their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like all the shoes and shit is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, but again, it's people. It's for that cap. It's for that cap saying like that you could do it. Y'all got it. That's all.
All right, last question. Are you an eggnog person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, B. Can I say this? I enjoy a good eggnog. Really? But you know what also? I don't enjoy a good eggnog because coming in this way is good. But when it get down somewhere in my stomach area and in my intestine, then you know what I'm saying, they get in the fight. And you know what? It's one of those things like, hey man, I apologize. I gotta apologize. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Just man, we might not
I'm not an eggnog person. It's the texture. I don't like milk. So
you don't like milk, right? So I tried the silk eggnog.
Okay.
Right. And I'm the exact opposite, right? Because when you could drink that, it drinks like, you know what I mean, like juice or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or like a Yahoo or some shit like that. But I didn't like the texture. I like my eggnog thick. I like my eggnog the way it's thick, and I like it with a little liquor in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So do you drink a coquito?
I haven't had coquito yet. I haven't
Okay.
But I do get a nice little. I like the Southern Comfort eggnog. Throw a little rum in that joint, spice rum. Oh, excellent. It's just bad when it, you know, just spray for my wife.
Going out.
I get a little tooty. You know what I'm saying? In the wind, you get a little windy there. You know. Like I look like the Charlie Brown dude, the stinky dude. You know what I'm saying? Where there's just rolls of clouds around me. Yeah, it's just like that. It's just like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I like eggnog.
Yo. Cool.
Hey,
all
man.
right, good folks. Hey, with that, we are going to bid y'all adieu. We will not be on next week. We are going to be coming back. We're going to take another little break. We're going to come back top of the year.
Whatever that Wednesday is. What is that Wednesday?
You know, wish y'all Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Rosh Hashanah, Festivus. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I don't like, Merry Fistmas. You know what I'm saying?
Merry Fistmas?
Fistmas, man. Gift that keeps on giving. It's a holiday I celebrate all the time. Fistmas. I love it. I love Fistmas.
Love Fistmas. Okay, cool. I was thinking, you know what? I watched too much Pornhub, bro. I'm sorry.
No,
it's like, what the hell?
Nah, man.
What's just out here doing? You know what I'm saying?
I used to say every time I got in a fight, it was a holiday because that's the gifts I was giving. It's
bing, 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 bing. Oh man, yeah. You be seeing stars and elves and all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, man. But happy holidays, man. Celebrate. You know, it's like this. It's not the gifts you give, it's the people that you're around. And that's always a gift, man. Like I said, we just lost a homie Twitch, and you know what I'm saying. So pray for his children during this holiday season, so that they can enjoy it, and you know, and not let that sadness touch them this holiday season too much. Right. You know what I mean? I know they do. And anybody that has lost any round around the holidays, listen. Yeah. You know what? I tell I want to go ahead and say this. You know, I mean, not to leave on a morbid note, but I said this one time before. Hey, man, you know what? Don't worry about their grave because they're not there. They're somewhere else, man. So, you know what I'm saying? So, that's the way I look at it, bro. So, y'all hold it down.
Shout out to the new Racketeer coming in, you know,
right.
Intellect, you know. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes,
shout out to Danny. Shout out to Brev. Cliff was in here. We had somebody else that was in here.
CR Super Dad was in here. You know what I'm saying?
Stephanie Reed. Yeah, shout out to everybody that came through. Greatly appreciate it. And hey, go tune in next week to Straight Tape on Tuesday. Actually, Tuesday's a big day because all the ones that we talked about air on Tuesday. So you got Breaking Barriers, you got Straight to Tape, and you got Top 5. You know what I'm saying? Right. So go check all of them out.
You know why? You know why they air on Tuesdays? Because they're too scared to air on Wednesdays. They don't want their ratings to get crushed. Ooh. Right here, brother. Your
Hey, we're gonna do the cliche same thing. We see y'all next year. It's totally Ratchet.
Peace out, y'all. Ooh, yeah, we